During the summer of 2019, George and his father, Ben, encountered an unforgettable event while vacationing on La Gomera, a small Canary island. Ben filmed his son when he noticed a giant animal moving in the canal. He continued recording and later shared the video, which quickly went viral, garnering over 50 million views. But the most astonishing part was yet to come. George, an 8-year-old boy, was playing in the water, searching for small fish. Despite his father's warnings about the risks, George was unaware of the danger approaching from behind. Ben rushed to pull George out of the water, but it was too late. George had been fascinated by aquatic creatures and now had the chance to interact with them. When George screamed, Ben sprinted toward him. George, oblivious to his father's concern, continued playing, fixated on the small fish around him. He didn't notice the large, terrifying creature approaching from behind. Separated from his son by a large channel, Ben saw George standing on the other side, fixated on a strange animal. Most people would have backed away, but George moved closer. "Father, look what I can do," George said, waving his hand to attract the giant creature's attention. He then plunged his entire arm into the water and into the animal's mouth. Ben was horrified, but George wasn't listening. "Don't hurt him, Father. Look, he's so soft," he said. The gigantic creature, a manta ray roughly 3.5 meters in size, showed no intention of harming George. Instead, it gently interacted with him. Realizing the urgency, Ben called animal shelters for help. Protection services and helicopters arrived quickly. The manta ray, named Frankie by George, was weakening from lack of oxygen in the canal. Frankie was placed in a water-filled storage box. Ben and George accompanied the manta ray to the ocean. Upon arrival, they saw Frankie floating but not moving. George ran to his friend, touching him gently. Tears streamed down his cheeks as he hugged the stingray. A minute later, Frankie swam into the sea, embarking on a new adventure. The experience left a lasting impression on George, teaching him the beauty and fragility of marine life. The touching event ended beautifully, with Frankie safe and George forever changed by his extraordinary encounter.